information on another illegal marijuana grow in Pueblo County. The sheriff's office says this latest bust could affect the safety of others living nearby. Sheriff's deputies arrested Juan Antonio del Llano in connection with today's bust. Deputies say they found 120 marijuana plants in a home off Highway 50, 12 miles east of Pueblo. That's on the Mesa. But nearly every other bust happened in Pueblo West. The sheriff says hazardous chemicals may have been dumped in the water and the ground. KRDO News Channel 13's Bart Bedsole is live in Pueblo County tonight. And Bart, the sheriff is concerned what kind of impact this could have with all the legal crops grown in that area.
Heather, the sheriff's office took soil samples from the home to find out exactly what chemicals were dumped into the soil. The impact, at this point, hard to say. The soil in eastern Pueblo County is about as good as it gets.
The ground here in Pueblo County is some of the most productive ground in Colorado, and we can grow virtually any vegetable that there is.
Brian Breger is one of dozens of property owners who farm less than a mile from the home raided this week. He says if the chemicals were to get into the water supply, there's no telling what damage they could cause.
Down in the river, you get all these chemicals, and a lot of the produce will pick up, you know, the traces of the chemical, and that's not a good thing. It causes trouble for everybody.
There's a lot of farmers producing a lot of good crops out here, legal crops, that may be affected by it.
But much of that depends on exactly what chemicals were dumped into the soil. According to the experts at Grow Smart in Colorado Springs, some fertilizers and pesticides are harmless to the environment, but the cheaper ones can wipe out a field or prevent crops from passing inspection.
If they're released straight into the environment, it can be harmful. But, you know, as long as you're using these fertilizers and pesticides correctly, there shouldn't be any harmful effects to the environment.
A question lab testing of the soil should answer. As some of the farmers who live in eastern Pueblo County say they know there are other marijuana grows out in their part of the county, but as to whether they are legal or not, or whether they're also dumping chemicals in the soil, they're not so sure just yet. Live in Pueblo tonight, Bart Bedsole, KRDO News Channel 13.